You have to be there. You cannot beef with a ghost. You cannot. There's no telling when I'm gonna come through, when I'm gonna blow the scene, when I'm gonna get up out of there and come back. And that's what was happening. Their minds was boggled to the point to where they had to say, you know what? We want to talk to this dude. You know what I'm saying? Mac, nobody knew what, they didn't know what I looked like. They just heard the name. My name superseded me. They was like, yo, who's Rob Lowe?
That was the beauty of back in the days, but not having cameras and talkative.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and I just had this conversation with somebody else. That was the beauty of that. You know what I'm saying?
We was getting away with straight up everything.
Yes. I'm talking about hitting something, come and staying there when the motherfucking ambulance come, when the police come, and staying there.
Laughing at it.
Yes.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, no, yo, I told dudes, I could blow a nigga top off in broad daylight and motherfuckers be like, that's a wild boy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't rat, niggas wasn't snitching. Niggas was respecting it. Like, yo, that's a wild boy. Now, you could clip a nigga 4 in when you think nobody is out. Next thing you know, you getting arrested. Motherfucker taking a stand. They're like, yo, so what happened? Oh, well, you know, I peeked my head up out the garbage can and, well, what the fuck? How you was in the garbage can? Oh, I was taking out the trash. I heard the shots. I jumped in the garbage can. Yo, this shit is ridiculous. And the jury gonna believe that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Plus with the cameras. I kind of like, I got shot up. I almost lost my life. I got hit 6 times. So it forced me to leave school. So I was out of school.
That happened in Brooklyn?
Nah, this happened in Harlem. This happened in my projects. This happened in St. Nick projects. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the dude who did it. But you know what I'm saying? You know, that was a situation to where you know, it wasn't a situation to where, you know, a dude coming for my head or a dude want me. It was a scared situation. And this would let me know that you trap a rat in a corner, it will attack you. You get what I'm saying? Son shot me running, looking like shooting backwards and hit me 6 times on some get off me type shit. That's how I got hit up, Mac. He caught me 6 times, chest, stomach, both arms and a hip. Heartbeat went flatline twice. It wasn't my time. Lord said, nah, you here for a purpose, man. You here for a reason, man. I was only 20 years old. That happened in 1993, man, right in my project, St. Nick projects, man.
How did you feel when it happened? Like, what went through your mind? Like right when you realized you were shot.
So when I got hit, I felt the one in my stomach. It felt like, you know, when you get sucker punched in your stomach and it just take your breath away.
Yeah.
Right. I was so inebriated that I really didn't feel the other shots. This is why I stopped drinking in the streets. I never drunk in the streets no more after that. I was so inebriated that I didn't feel it. I felt the one in my stomach. I ran out the building to go to my car. My brother CeeLo came out simultaneously when we running. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm hit. I thought I only got hit once. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm hit. But my arm collapsed. 2 bullets went in. He hit me with the hollows. So 2 bullets went in and it exploded, shattered the whole bone in my left arm. So when I'm running, my arm is like a crash, like a dummy. You know what I'm saying? Just hanging and swinging.
I know that feeling because I got chopped up in my arm and I tried to raise that motherfucker.
Yeah, ain't nothing happening. Yeah. Nothing happening. So I'm like, yo, damn, I got hit twice. Almost to my car, I fell because I didn't realize how many times I got hit. So I fell. When my brother rolled me over, you seen a hole through my chest. That's when we knew, oh, nah, this is a serious situation. You know what I'm saying? And my lung collapsed and all of that. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that happened. And so what was going through my head at first, right? I'm like, yo, damn, nah, it can't end like this. Not a serious nigga like me, not a murderer nigga like me. Nah, not no coward nigga, not no scary shit. They can hit me running. Nah, you get what I'm saying, Mac? I'm like, nah, not all the work I put in. You get what I'm saying? So I'm laying there, I'm bleeding out, man, and then something in my head just said, yo, Lo, fight. I had 3 kids at the time. Lo, you got kids to live for. Fight, man. So I started trying to fight. It was like breathing through a straw because my lung collapsed. You know what I'm saying? But I held on as long as I could until my body went into shock. But that's what saved my life, because if I would have just gave up right then and there, when your body go into shock, you can't fight no more. You get what I'm saying? But I held on long enough for because it took the ambulance a half an hour. Ambulance, man, that'd be the death of a lot of niggas, the ambulance. So it took an ambulance a half an hour to come and get me, but I fought on and I held on as long as I could until my body went into shock, man. You know what I'm saying? I woke up in a hospital. I think it was like 10 days later or something like that, and all tubes all in me and all of that. And so my thing is this, and I tell a lot of people, two things happen when trauma happened to you, whether you get stabbed, whether you get shot, whatever the case may be. Two things happen. Only these two things, nothing else. One, it scares you straight to where you never want to get involved or be a part of nothing ever again. Or two, it turns you into a fucking beast. If I was a monster before I got shot, that shit turned me into a beast, Mac.
Or do both. Or do both.
Or both, because I agree, because it made me more aware of certain things. Like before, you could talk to me any type of way, whatever the case may be, to where I'm not going to be alarmed. After I got hit up, if that volume on your boombox went past 3, I was murdering you. Yeah. Bottom line, like it was no ifs, ands, and buts about that. Like the volume in your radio better have been 3 and under. If it go above that, it was an issue.
Yeah,
it was an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know a lot of people that it, like after you get put in a situation, you come out like it'll change you, but then and that normally come after you go savage, because the first emotion, like if you spiritually grounded, you be like, I'm gonna change, and then you might get worse later as reality comes, because you letting shit go and you like fuck that, right?
I agree.
Or you come out of it and you like, you don't like, you see red. Like when me, I was in the hospital. Yo, let me tell you something. I was talking shit about killing niggas in front of the police because they was coming in, and I was like, fuck that. I'm like, I'm going to kill them. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was both, but for you, it made you worse.
Made me, because I was in disbelief. I always thought that I would get shot, murdered, whatever, outside of the hood, out of town, all the major spots that I was taking over, all the dirt that I did. Because like I tell people, it's easy to be the man in your hood. Mm-hmm. You could be the man in your hood. You could be tough in your hood. But when you be tough everywhere you go, when you remain the same everywhere you go, which was the case with me, every out of town spot I went to, I'm talking about places where they hate us. Washington, D.C., Baltimore, where they hate New York. I was a monster. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, right. You know what I'm saying? So I was baffled because I'm like, yo, damn, I got clipped in my own hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got shot in my own hood where I'm loved, where I'm respected. You know what I'm saying? And on some bozo shit. So I'm like, yo, you know what? Anybody.
I want to do this, right? Because this what was going to happen is that right there is going to be a whole story by itself. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to end up happening with that, because that's something we really don't talk about. People talk about how like getting hit and facing an injury, but they don't tell you about the mental shit. Like my right hand man is a quadriplegic. My other man is a paraplegic. He do movies and shit like that right now. But this nigga was up north with me. I remember when he was like picking niggas up and throwing them on top of their head. You feel me? And God, like in my eyes, in Islam they say that Allah doesn't place a burden on you bigger than you could bear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that means that some of us can take pain and calamity different than others. You know what I mean? Like, remember what I was telling you about earlier about with Ruck, and that's a whole nother story. I might get a little pinch on my finger and go crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Remember, you know what I mean? But on the other hand, see the cut and be like, it might smack your hand. So people deal with things differently.
My first bid was for